Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, my name is Miranda, and today I have Q&A. I didn't think people would actually ask me things. I've been requested to do a Q&A for a while, but I never made a post about it because I just figured no one would ask me anything, but I have stuff. The first one is, where do you want to be in life in 10 years? Right now I'm 21. So in 10 years I'll be 31. Honestly, I never planned to live past like 25, so we'll see about that. That sounds kind of bad to be like, I don't plan on living that long, but I honestly never think about the future because I don't like thinking about the future. We'll do 5 years. Might be dead. Might be married. If I'm not married by 25, then it's over. Like, I'm just, whatever. Next, we have any future piercing ideas. The only other piercing I would get is just to get my nostril. I think I would get it. I really want it on the left side. I feel like that would look better than the right. I don't know. Maybe I'd get both, but I just really want one of my nostrils pierced. I think that would be the only other thing that I would get. What is my favorite TV show? I actually really don't watch TV, ever. Honestly, most of what I watch is all YouTube. Honestly, YouTube has taken the place of television. I watched The Bachelor. That's a good show, and that's coming back this month in May, is The Bachelorette. Bachelor in Paradise, I love. But other than that, really, I just watch YouTube, so if that counts. Then, what is your life philosophy? Back to the first question. I'm not planning on living very long. That is my philosophy. Don't give a shit about it. Why did you start your account? I'm assuming you mean my Instagram, because that's where this is coming off of. Honestly, let's see, I made my Instagram when I was 17 years old. And probably the only reason why I got it was because way back when I was like super duper obsessed with Acacia Brinley, or Acacia Clark. I mean, her last name's Clark, but she goes by Acacia Brinley. So I feel like I only got Instagram so I could follow her. That's probably, honestly, the reason why I first got it, was so I could follow Acacia. Do you want to stay in Ohio, or would you want to ever live in a different state or country? I feel like I would travel temporarily, not long term. I think I would live in maybe a different state, just for a little while of my life, but I feel like I'll always end up back in Ohio, because this is where I grew up. All my family is here, so I feel like I wouldn't move too far, at least not for a super long period of time. So I think I'll always end up back here at some point. Favorite thing about your relationship? For those who don't know, I have a boyfriend. He's great. I think my favorite thing about it is, there's a lot of things that are my favorite things, obviously, but I feel like just one that a top favorite I feel like that I can think of is that both of us are very comfortable around each other. I feel like that's so important, that I can actually be myself around him. I'm not worried about what he'll ever think of me, and I think that's so different for me, that always in the past I was always doing things that they wanted me to do, or things that or I wouldn't do certain things in, not a fear, but I guess a fear that they would think lower of me or something. I was never ever really myself around another person. There's very few people that I am my pure self around, and he's one of them. So I think that counts for it, and he feels the same way, that he can be himself and he doesn't try to be anybody else but himself around me, and I think that's so important. Also, we have really good communication. Like, that's so important in a relationship, to talk, and we really don't have any issues, but I feel like if anything would rise up, we would talk about it together and not like build up anger or anything towards each other, because that's so unhealthy to just like hide your feelings and neither one of us do that, so I think that's really good. Quirkiest thing about you? I don't know. I feel like this would have to be asked to someone else who knows me, because like I know I'm quirky. That's just a personality, so I would say my personality is very quirky in itself. Like, there's not one thing that's just like, oh, that's it. Like, I feel like just my mannerisms, sometimes the way I talk, sometimes the way I'm just like expressive. I'm very animated. But I feel like I can't really think of one thing, you know? I feel like that would be a question more so for someone that knows me in person, that can name like a thing. Because obviously I don't see myself from other people's point of view, so I don't know. Sorry if my voice is like weird when I talk for a long period of time. Oh my god, who am I when I talk for a long period of time? Usually I don't talk this much. I am pretty quiet in person. I don't know if you guys knew that, but I am a relatively reserved, shy person, so when I'm talking for a long period of time, my voice is like, this is new. Favorite food? Probably macaroni and cheese or pizza. Those are like my top two foods. Pasta and pizza. What do you like to do that makes you the happiest? Sleep. I like hanging out with Brian. That makes me really happy because he is just great. Like, wow. I like filming. I like editing sometimes. Sometimes editing is hard. But I like filming videos. That makes me really happy because it's just fun. I like creating things. What do you think about the gay community and don't beat around the bush? My brother's trans, so the LGBT community is a big part of my life because he's part of it and I support him wholeheartedly. I mean, that's kind of silly to say don't beat around the bush. I mean, what am I gonna say? I hate gays! I'm totally for the equality and the gay people and the trans people and queer people and pans people and literally everything on that spectrum. You do you. But seriously, like, if you're gay, that's great. Like, I definitely think that you should be able to have the same rights and everything as straight people. Biggest pet peeve: when people don't mind their own business. People are so sensitive and they care so much about what other people are doing or what they're doing with their life, and it's like, oh my god. If it's not concerning you, maybe you shut the fuck up and move along with your day. Do you define yourself as a feminist? Definitely. How did you and Brian meet? Brian is my boyfriend, like I said. We met at work, and it's really funny because I've known him for a year, like prior to actually dating him, and neither one of us like wanted to date, you know? And it's so funny because like both of us thought that the other like did not want anything to do with dating with like I didn't think that he wanted anything to do with me, and he thought that he didn't have a chance with me, but it's like the complete opposite, you know? I just think it's funny. What is something that is pretty common but still brings you a lot of joy? For example, comfort food or nostalgic smells. Okay, so this is weird. Like, I don't know how to explain this thing. So, every once in a while, usually it's around the springtime, there will just be like this smell in my house. it's not the smell of cigarettes, but I feel like maybe it could be. Like, it doesn't smell like a cigarette though. Like, I know what cigarettes smell like, but it's just this weird, nostalgic smell of something maybe similar to a cigarette, but it's just, I don't know how to explain it, because when someone's smoking a cigarette, it doesn't smell like that. It's just the smell in my house that comes and goes. Like, it's not always there, but it's usually in the spring and summer when I can smell it the most. But it's not like a gross smell or anything, it's just, I don't know how to describe it to anyone else to know if they also smell the same thing as I do. Favorite genres of music and any suggestions. Genres is something that I'm so bad at. Like, I could take a song from Amberlin and I don't know what genre they are. Like, the most recent Deftones album that came out is classified as metal. Like, on iTunes it says metal, but I wouldn't call it metal. And Relient K is like pop punk, I guess, but like, I don't even know the definition of pop punk. Genres I ignore. Just, I don't know. I could not tell you genres. But my favorite bands, I really like Joyce Manor, Deftones, so good. Ice Nine Kills, which they're heavier, but my favorite song from them is an acoustic, so it's great. I like Lydia, which I guess they're more indie, I guess. I don't know if that's even what indie is, but I guess so. Alkaline Trio, could not tell you what kind of music they make. I don't know what the genre is. Amberlin, Relient K, Emery. Those are just some lists. But, fun fact, I have a link to my Spotify always in my descriptions of my videos. And I have like a master playlist called Blueberry Pancakes, I think is what I called it. But it's just like a huge master playlist of like all the songs that I love, and I'm always adding to it once I find new music. So I would look at that. I think that's a good representation of my music taste to a pretty good extent. Have you been to any concerts or wish to see someone in concert in particular? Fun fact, I went to my very first actual concert in October. When I saw Brand New in October, that was like my first concert besides Warped Tour, which I don't really count as a concert because it's more of like an open thing, but Brand New was my first actual show that I've ever gone to. And they were great. Oh my gosh, Brand New was so good live. I would love to see Joyce Manor. I've heard so many good things about their shows. Deftones, oh my god. Relient K would be amazing. I've seen Ice Nine Kills twice at Warped Tour, and they do a brilliant live performance. Oh my goodness. But I would like to go to one of their concerts too. I don't know. Those are the top ones I can think of at the moment, at least, that I would want to see live, just based off of hearing them. Like, and hearing good things about them live. What's your favorite emoji? Emoji. Okay, so I will have pictures of all the emojis that I like and like to use the most. Because I'm not trying to explain an emoji. I just have pictures of the ones that I like the most because they're great. Apart from Animal Crossing, have you been planning to play any other games? At the moment, not really. There's nothing really coming out that really sparks my interest. I mean, Animal Crossing came out almost 4 years ago. In June, it'll be 4 years since New Leaf came out, and I'm still playing it. I'm a huge Nintendo person. Like, Nintendo is my favorite, not brand, company, gaming people, platform, whatever. I love Nintendo. There's nothing really that I'm super hyped about. I haven't really heard, I'm not sure when their whole yearly meeting thing gets released where they talk about new games and stuff. I haven't really heard anything that makes me want to like be excited. I know everyone's really happy about Mario Kart for the Switch, but I don't have the Switch and I really don't want the Switch unless they come out with something that's like amazing. Not that Mario Kart isn't amazing, but I'm not going to go buy a $400 system for one game, you know. So at the moment, not really. I'm just going to stick with my classics. How old were you when you got your first piercing that wasn't the normal ear ones? My septum, which I got when I was 19. What's your favorite color? Pink and yellow, but pink. Pink, like a nice light, pastel baby pink. That is my favorite. Who's your celebrity crush? You know, I always hear people talk about how, oh, if I could like bang Zac Efron, I totally would fuck him. Like, there's nobody that I want to like have sex with as a celebrity. Like, it makes me very uncomfortable to think of like that. You know, I would just want to like know them. But I feel like I don't even like typical celebrities. I mean, Nick Jonas was my 10-year-old's dream. So I'll go with Nick Jonas as a proper celebrity because the Jonas Brothers were my boys. I love them so much. But I guess now I'm more just like YouTube, since YouTube is mostly what I watch. I love Markiplier. Oh my goodness, he is like so cute. And like, I wouldn't want to like be with him. I just would like to know him and to meet him. Like, that would be my dream. What's your favorite video game? Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. Animal Crossing. Love it so much. Harvest Moon. Magical Melody. Those are my favorite games of all time. Oh my goodness. Super Smash Bros. Melee, specifically, which was for the GameCube. Dude, the GameCube is like my thing. Like, all the games I love are on that. Ooh, the last question that I have is, who is my favorite Animal Crossing character? I think this is a wonderful thing to end on because I love Animal Crossing and it makes me so happy. But my favorite character is Mitzi. When I first got Animal Crossing, like the GameCube version of Animal Crossing when it first came out, oh my gosh, I remember my mom, we were at Toys R Us. And my mom picked up the game and she's like, this looks interesting. And I was like, Animal Crossing, that sounds cool. Can we get it? Life has been changed ever since. I had Mitzi, Tabby, and Pearl all in my town at the same time. I had 3 cats and I was like, this is my dream. But Mitzi is my favorite person. She was one of the she was the original town that I had. She was in it. I love her so much. Also, Rosie, Lolly, Zell, Marshall, Diana. And those are like my top favorites. But Mitzi is my girl. I love her so much. Oh my gosh. But yeah, guys, those are all the questions. I feel like this was longer than I expected. I didn't expect to even get questions at all. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video and maybe got to know me a little better because I never really am personal on here. So if you want more videos like this, let me know. Also, if you have any other questions, go ahead and ask them in the comments and I'll answer because maybe you'll think of something else and I'll be able to answer instead of in this video because it's over, obviously. But yeah, guys, I love you so much, and I will see you in my next video.